Hello and welcome to Liberate Your Life podcast, a place where we come together and explore Ayurvedic wisdom, holistic healing, and spirituality, empowering individuals to explore their true nature and transform their life. I'm your host, Melinda Reese, Ayurvedic practitioner, Panchakarma specialist, and founder of Tahoe Ayurveda. And I am here to help you transform your life. Welcome to episode 6, Understanding Your Daily Routine with Ayurveda. When you begin to discover Ayurveda, you will hear about the daily routine. If you go see an Ayurvedic practitioner, they're going to always give recommendations about a daily routine. And so I want to share with you about the importance of the daily routine and give you some insight into what that looks like so that you too can incorporate that into your everyday living and really get a deep understanding of how important it is, what it offers, what is available in those different routines, why we do them, and how to begin the journey of tuning into your full potential and optimizing all the systems in your body so that you too can feel deeply supported. So daily routines in Ayurveda are there to provide a foundation for the body and the mind to anchor into a more natural rhythm. There's an art and flow to the cycles of life, the daily routine of nature, and we too are nature. And so we also thrive when we have this harmonious rhythm to our everyday, and that all of our systems can really rely and anchor into that we have that in place, and it just supports our mental clarity, our digestive system, our deep sleep, our bowel movements, when we're hungry, and then we can really start to orient from a deeper inner knowing of how are we functioning, what have we been doing? What have we been doing differently? And how can we come back into balance and root back into a daily routine and rhythm that really supports us on such a deep level? So Ayurveda speaks to the routine when we wake up in the morning, when we do our spiritual practice, when we eat, when we work, when we exercise, and when we sleep. So let's begin with the morning routine. So in Ayurveda, we say to wake up within an hour of the sunrise. And what that offers is to really harness the energy of the morning. It's very pure, very sattvic, and that gives time to do our personal practice, our sadhana, spiritual practice, and really set the space for our heart, for our mind, for our body to really move out into the world, to do our work, to really connect with our dharma. So when we wake up in the morning, some of the morning routines to purify the digestive tract are to brush your teeth, scrape your tongue, oil pool, and then have warm water and lemon. And what that is when we sleep at night, we are basically breathing the entire time, and we have toxins and bacteria that surface into the mouth. So we really want to cleanse that before we flush that back into the digestive system. And, our digestive system is a hollow tube from our mouth to our anus, and there is so much that goes on in there through that and creates all of our tissues and influences our entire existence. So we really want to purify that before we introduce more food and the new day into our body. So when we wake up, we brush our teeth, scrape our tongue, oil pool, warm water and lemon. And then from there, it's time for the bowel movement. And it's really important to have a natural flow with the bowel movement. This is one of the ways that we naturally let go of toxins in our system. And in the morning is the best practice, so that, again, everything is empty before we start a new day and have our breakfast. And then after that, there's time for a spiritual practice. So breath work, meditation, yoga. And again, this is purifying and cleansing the channels. This is really connecting to our inner self-awareness, into our higher self, and really clearing the thoughts, calming the nervous system, connecting to a beautiful rhythm and flow in the body, that it has the capacity to hold space for this life, that it's strong. And after you do the spiritual practice, it's time for breakfast. And they say best practice is to eat by 8 a.m. and then you can start work for the day. And so the daily routine is work, exercise, food, and it's really important to have your meals at the same time during the day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what that helps is it helps the nervous system, it helps the digestive system, so we can really have a strong hunger when we eat. If we're not hungry, we don't eat. In Ayurveda, we say to not resist the natural urges. And if we are not hungry and we eat, we're forcing our body. We don't have a strong digestive fire to actually process and assimilate that. So only when we are actually hungry. And we say that lunch is the most important, biggest meal to eat. And digestion is connected to Agni, which is fire, which is connected to the sun. So when the sun is the highest in the sky, that is also when our digestion is the strongest. So we should eat bigger meal at lunch, smaller meal for breakfast and dinner. And then, we work during the day, and we have much more clarity and focus during the day to work. And then when we're done with work, we wind down for the evening, we have our dinner. And then there's also big importance around the sleep routine in Ayurveda. So sleep is one of the main pillars for our overall health and well-being, longevity. When we sleep, we get to rest and restore. We get to go through our natural detoxing of our organs, purifying our systems, healing our body. The rest is super, super important. And a lot of people say, but I get extra energy starting around 10 p.m. I get my second wave. And so people stay up later and use that for all this creative time. And we get extra energy. It does come on. That is the pitta time. That is the fire time from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. But that energy is not to be used externally. That energy is available to use internally. That is for your internal process. So yes, there is energy, but when we use it externally, we become more depleted, and we're not actually using it internally to help cleanse and purify our system during our sleep. So best practice is to be in bed by 10 p.m., to not use that energy outside, but to really harness it inside. And for sleep, we also recommend to turn off the screens within an hour before bed. You can also put oil on your feet. That helps to ground your energy and prepare you for deep sleep, so that you don't stay up floating in the mind, so that you really have this like heavier quality on your feet, connected to the earth, letting the nervous system relax. You can also have golden milk. So that's 1 cup of milk with nutmeg, which is a natural sedative, ghee, honey, turmeric, and ginger. And you can find many recipes on that. Meditation before bed is also wonderful to help relax the system. And then again, be in bed by 10. So there are all these routines that we can do to help support. And I think one of the important things to know is to slowly integrate new things, to really look at how much time you have, what you can incorporate, and that it's a process. All these changes don't happen overnight. It takes time to really shift your art of living into deeper alignment with the natural rhythms, that you can really feel joy and connection through the ways that you schedule your day with self-care and really honoring your natural rhythm and being able to connect with the mental clarity, the optimal digestion, deep sleep, and allow all these pillars to support your overall health and well-being. Thank you for listening to episode 6 and exploring your daily routine with Ayurveda. You can connect with me on Instagram at melindareese.co or head over to my website at melindareese.com and schedule your free discovery call and explore how Ayurveda can help transform your life.